Big vibes, we're back. Stay blessed, chill. It's your boy BLKFinesse. We here for the next video. It's your girl, some scientists here in the building. All right, the next video is called 15 Most Disturbing Police Chase Moments Caught on Camera. And it's by Witnessed. I just subscribed to Witness a little minute ago. You know, they be having the most intense videos, so check it out.
Turn right on the last complex.
Of a construction lumber yard, perhaps. You see
I get another vehicle. It's gonna be out.
In a police chase, two police trucks pursue a lone car. One police car moves ahead of the fleeing vehicle. Despite being blocked by one of the police vehicles, the pursued driver persists, continuing their escape. The trailing police vehicle draws near, and something remarkable occurs.
That was Broadway that he just crossed there.
Okay.
That's one of those units, and there's another one behind him. Up, they've got the grappler.
They hawked
The
them.
police vehicle behind it slowly pulls away from the vehicle to reveal that something called a grappler has been used to tag the chased vehicle, making it hard for the chased vehicle to escape. The police car holding onto the chased vehicle stops, and what happens next would blow your mind.
The grappler device.
They got him. The grappler,
to stop the vehicle.
again, working to perfection. Now, this is going to get interesting.
Oh, here we go.
The grappler is seen to be strong enough to be able to pull another car to a halt. The police vehicle stopping makes the chased vehicle stop moving. All the police cars in the chase came to a halt. The suspect continues trying to move, but the grappler pulls the suspect's car backward. The suspect now has nowhere to go.
You're not pulling safes out here. That's it.
Is this earlier? Or you get it?
What is disturbing about it? I'm confused.
A police car chase is happening on the highway as a navy blue car speeds across the highway with a police vehicle on its tail.
What's up with
The
this
chased
music?
car skillfully maneuvers all the cars in its wake, trying to get away from the police. The driver quickly puts a gap between the car and that of the police. What happens next is unbelievable.
What the? He had to run over spikes. Is you about to run? You about to jump over the bridge?
The driver, tantalizingly close to outpacing the pursuing police, becomes a mere blur in the chase. However, just as the taste of freedom beckons, a sudden twist unfolds. The driver crashes into the guardrails on the bridge, the car's side mangled, screeching to a forced halt. In the middle of the highway, disoriented and faced with the relentless pursuit of the police, the occupants find themselves void of a clear plan. In this precarious situation, having just collided with the guardrails, they grapple with the urgency of the moment, contemplating the most dangerous course of action. The sudden turn of events on the bridge injects a palpable tension into the narrative, leaving the occupants at a crossroads and the readers hanging in suspense, eager to unravel the risky choices that follow.
Yeah, cause dude was just contemplating what other dude was like.
Oh, it's three of them.
Oh, it's three? I thought it was
that's
two.
the first one.
Occupants opt for a daring escape.
Oh, that's
three men hastily
Oh, it's
exit the
three.
vehicle.
One
from
dude
the passenger
jumped.
seat
One
and
of
two
them
from the
jumped.
back.
The other two
Oddly,
got caught.
the driver remains inside, prompting speculation about his fate. The trio makes a run for it, with two attempting to leap over the bridge. As the police apprehend one, the other successfully evades, disappearing into the shadows. The captured duo
Hey.
Left your man.
but the identity and whereabouts of the driver
I'm sorry, bro.
Look at this dude. His big ass.
casting
Right.
a veil of uncertainty over the unfolding.
Y'all too slow. I'm not getting on it, bro. Y'all moving too slow.
Leaving lingering questions about the untold
Then one of the-
facets
did
of
the
this
dude hang and get
high-stakes
away?
escape.
No, he got hit in the head with the gun. Nigga got pistol whipped.
The dude that was hanging got hit in the head?
Go back, bro. You ain't
On
see
May
it.
14th, 2020,
I ain't even peep. Hold on.
the scene on the bridge captures the
Oh,
essence of chaos
forget
and
it.
suspense.
But I thought he would grab him if he's hanging. Try to suspend a drunk driver in Atlanta, Georgia.
On May 14th, 2022, in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, the police tried to stop a vehicle when they noticed the driver was under the influence. The driver, however, does not stop his vehicle when he notices the police, but instead tries to outrun them. The
Not the
police now
truck.
have to chase the car through the town relentlessly.
What goes
Watch
through
what
y'all
happens
head when y'all
next.
try to outrun the police? Like,
Tango Delta Echo 8162.
it's not a video game. You're not gonna get far.
With more technology,
The
they're
driver
going to have
accelerates his
helicopters
speed,
and
trying to lose the police
GPSs.
cars, but they
Right.
don't
Don't
budge.
let you have a
They
Tesla.
match his speed and follow
You're
him as
done.
he makes a turn to the right. This was probably in a bid to throw off his pursuers, but the police anticipated this move and made a clean turn as well, getting closer and closer to him. The police get close enough, and the next thing they do is mind-blowing.
He's driving mad slow.
Block him in.
The chase continues as both parties are neck and neck. The first pit maneuver occurred, but it didn't work. Reinforcements in the form of 2 extra police vehicles arrive in an attempt to block the vehicle. They attempt a second pit maneuver, which finally succeeds as the first police car hits the truck and blocks its back, while the other police vehicles block the front. The chase vehicle, now surrounded, has nowhere left to run. The police ambush the vehicle and get the driver out of the car. The driver surrenders to the police and is placed under arrest for driving under the influence and resisting arrest.
This dude smiling like he
Doing
had
over
fun.
100 miles an hour on the freeway, running red lights.
That's what you do
pursuing
need, a
SUV,
motorcycle versus a
just
motorcycle
another
chase.
LA high-speed chase.
But then again, it's very dangerous. Like,
A
somebody could
biker
die.
runs a red light and almost hits an SUV, alerting the police, who try to stop him. He tries to get away, going at 100 miles per hour, making the police chase after him while he teases them in the most deranged way you have ever
No
seen.
hands.
The biker, while making fun of the police, engages in some dangerous antics, like standing up and putting his
My
feet
guy
on
just
the
wanted
seat
clout.
in
He just
surf-like
wanted his
stance.
15 minutes
The
of
next
fame.
thing
Nobody
that
can see
happens
his
is shocking.
face. That's the dumb part.
Inserted
Oh, yeah, okay,
earbuds.
never mind.
Police tried to
He put in
block him
earphones?
off. He almost took their door.
Oh, he trying to have some GTA music.
Yeah.
The biker continues teasing the police until he meets a dead
That's
end.
crazy.
He comes to a halt and seems to give up. He takes his helmet off and shockingly puts on his earbuds. At this point, the police vehicle is parked behind him and the officers are gearing up to come down and arrest him. It looks like he has nowhere to run. He then puts his helmet back on and makes a U-turn, going back in the direction he came in. He almost takes the police car door off in the process.
Making his last stand, the biker turned into a gas station and gave up.
Aw, he weak.
Police had guns
Who
drawn.
said
Who
that?
said that?
After over an hour of chasing and the biker teasing the police, the biker drives into a gas station and gives up. The biker lies flat on the ground, raising his hands in surrender while the police aim their guns at him. This action leaves one wondering, was he genuinely attempting to escape from the police, or was he just having fun, intending to surrender when he got tired?
He gotta
It
be
appears
high,
to be
bro.
the latter,
No way, bro.
as the biker offers no resistance when the police take him into custody. Going to jail in such a manner is quite an intriguing choice.
Legal show of sorts happening Friday night.
Oh, this is
at
an
the
infrared
intersection
scope.
of
Is
Green
this a
and
UAV?
Culver in Detroit.
My man's doing.
This is like the Call of Duty joints.
That's the flight team above.
The Michigan police show off an aerial camera that captures what's going on the ground from the sky. This innovative piece of technology is used in this video to capture what looks like illegal street racing happening at an intersection in Detroit, Michigan. It is using night vision functionality to capture this.
Oh, it's at night.
With this technology, the police can trace the activity and the suspects.
You can see the hot spots on the wheels and the engine. The same technology can also be used to track the suspects, attempting not to get caught.
Brother, my man's Brian. Race in
The
peace,
camera
bro.
is attached to a helicopter
Gosh.
from the Detroit Police Department and is capturing the activities of street racing. A car is doing the donut at the intersection. The hotspots the camera is picking up are the wheels and the engine. The camera follows the suspects as they move across the city. The next thing that happens is very interesting.
Even without gas, the chase continues, albeit briefly.
Without gas? Okay, he had to have stole the car.
He haul ass. Hey, yo.
The suspects continue running as the police chase them on the ground.
Subway surfer.
The advantage
He
the
gave
police have
up?
is that, unbeknownst to the suspect, there is a camera in the sky trailing their every move, and the officer monitoring is
Yeah,
reporting
see, that's what I'm
their
saying.
location
like,
to the
you're
officers
not gonna
chasing
get
the
away that
suspect.
much, bro. They got
At
once
some
they got
point on the
helicopters, when
freeway, the
screwed.
suspect comes to a slow stop. They ran out of gas. The suspects quickly alight from
They
the
had to
car,
have stole the car.
wasting no time before attempting to run into the bushes. The camera still follows them. They have nowhere to hide. With the help of the aerial camera, the driver is found and reprimanded, along with one of the passengers. They were both arrested and charged with fleeing, eluding, and illegal street racing. The last suspect who wasn't caught has been captured by the camera and is now most likely a fugitive.
That's crazy.
But as you can see, they're hitting top speeds right
Chevys.
there. Don Armstrong is up at Sky Eye for us. Don, were you able to gather any details?
He must think it's
A police
it's
chase
not
is
a cop
happening on
because
the
it's
freeway.
undercover.
A driver tries to elude the police, using all the speed the car can allow. The car being chased is silver and seems to have a damaged rear.
Yeah,
The black
it's
car
tires
behind is a
flat.
police car. It seems the police plan to do a pit maneuver. The chased vehicle appears to have a flat rear tire. The driver is determined, continuously moving to avoid the police, risking a potential accident with a flat tire.
The police have to stay back as
You're
far
trapped
as they
inside
can,
your
but
door.
just close
Dang,
enough
they got
to
like
know
8 of them.
this person has
What'd he
a weapon.
do?
It looks like he has, or could be she.
Reckless
Because
drive.
of the flat tire, the driver had no choice but to stop the vehicle slowly, making the police catch up to her slowly. As the driver opens the door to get down, seemingly to run, the police also get into defense mode, just in case she has a weapon. As the police surround them, the driver and her passenger come out of the car.
Bro,
They have
what
to
did
slide
she
out through the passenger door because the driver's door is trapped against the guardrail.
What is
The
up
passenger
with
goes
y'all?
first and walks backward with hands lifted in surrender.
They ain't had to
then
pull the
gets cuffed
guns
by
out.
the
They
police.
they got the
driver
whole
does the same
team.
thing, getting arrested by the police. You would think the saga is over until something disastrous takes place.
They got the whole Ooh.
And so the two people that were in it are now under arrest and in police custody. So the chase is over with. Freeway.
The police
Yo,
got what
that
they
joint
came
is about
for,
to blow
but didn't
up.
expect the car to burst into flames unexpectedly. The officers make sure to keep a safe distance in case the car explodes, but stay nearby to monitor the situation closely. They close the lane off, making incoming cars take the exit so that they can be protected.
Oh.
Did they say it was a baby in there though?
Uh-uh.
What did it say?
An officer is on patrol when a red truck making a turn almost hits his vehicle while trying to change lanes.
I wish they put
This is
the
a breach
city.
of traffic rules, so the officer tries to stop the driver. The driver of the red truck refuses to leave and tries to run from authorities, making the police engage in a chase with him. The chase becomes quite intense, so the police find a means to end this once and for all.
I'm trying to block her.
The red truck tries to get to the freeway, which would make it more difficult for him to be caught, so the police use the pit maneuver, knocking the truck out of balance, and before the suspect can get his bearing, he is surrounded by the officers. What happens next is unexpected and heartbreaking.
He's out with me, subject's walking on. Turn around! Turn around! Face the ground! Face the ground!
The police point their gun at the car and beckons the driver to step out of the car, get on the floor and face the ground, which he complies with. The officer searches him for any weapon. It turns out this was just an old man. While being arrested, he explained that he didn't know what he did wrong and wasn't aware the police were after him. He wasn't trying to run away. He thought the police were after someone else. However, this didn't change the officers' minds, and they still took him into custody.
What did he do?
Now that they know his true intentions, should they have let him go?
I'm confused. I don't know what he did.
After turning on my lights and sirens,
said
the Hyundai began to accelerate.
he cut
and passed
the
truck
cop
on right
off.
shoulder.
A trooper police officer observes a Hyundai driving recklessly, following another car too closely. The officer reacts to this and follows the driver. He expects the Hyundai to stop after he turns on his lights and sirens, but is shocked when the driver accelerates and tries to run, making a chase ensue. What happens next takes the officer by surprise, raising questions about the unfolding situation.
What?
The suspect vehicle reached speeds of 100 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone and was transitioning from all lanes of traffic. Due to the danger of going the wrong way on the interstate,
The chase gets intense as the officer, now backed up by other police vehicles, tries to go close enough to do a pit maneuver, but the suspect skillfully swerves and blocks the attempt. In this case, the suspect makes an unexpected U-turn, forcing the police to do the same, and the chase continues, adding a new layer of unpredictability to the scenario.
Damn.
The driver vanishes
That's why they
from
got
view,
rails. Okay.
and as the officers attempt to locate him, he suddenly appears and crashes into the police car before speeding away. The officers find the car and arrest the passenger, who is pregnant. The passenger says she doesn't know who the driver is. The driver is found lying down in a wooded area and confesses to being on drugs such as fentanyl, heroin, and meth.
Why did he arrest
also
her?
admits that he wishes he had hit someone while going in the wrong lane on the interstate.
She stayed in
The driver is arrested, and various charges have been filed
Wait,
against him.
just pause real quick, because I'm trying to make sense of this. So, I think even though they arrested her, she probably wasn't going to get jail time, because she wasn't driving.
Yeah, she probably wasn't.
They probably was questioning her to see, like...
Yeah, they typically just, they detain you for a little minute.
To get answers.
Yeah, and then But they said the dude was laying
Bro,
down.
if I'm pregnant and someone's driving like that,
especially on drugs,
and you're I'm snitching. Sorry. Hell nah. That's insane.
A driver is observed by a police officer running a red light. In response, the officer tries to conduct a regular traffic stop to see what is going on. The driver, however, does not stop and instead accelerates, causing a police chase to ensue. The officer is on his tail, but the suspect increases his speed to lose the police. There is now more than one police car involved, intensifying the pursuit. The unfolding events create a heightened sense of urgency for law enforcement.
You ran a red light and then you tried to run.
The driver makes it to the freeway, which makes it difficult now for the officers to trail him, but they don't relent. The police try their best to keep him in sight. They are going to catch him, no matter how long it takes. They tarry on while passing vital information to each other through their communication channel. What happens next is the most unexpected of things.
I thought that was... I'm tweaking.
The driver seems to be out of sight. The police continue the chase and find that he has crashed his car on a guardrail, his car damaged and smoking. This was probably caused by the high speed at which he was going. The driver is still in the car, and the police quickly step out to reprimand him before he can get away. The police waste no time and pull the driver out of the car and to the ground, cuffing him. The driver is charged with obstruction, attempting to elude the police, reckless driving, DUI, a suspended license, and possession of controlled substances with intent to distribute.
Deputies are in pursuit of that suspect. Let's go straight up to Sky Fox overhead for a look at what we're seeing and what we know so far. Justin O'Brien is up in Sky.
An ongoing police chase shows a stolen police cruiser being myriad of other police vehicles on the freeway. The police are trying to catch up with this suspect to bring her into custody for stealing a police car. The chase begins in Compton as the female driver accelerates and dangerously evades other cars on the road, attempting to lose the police. In an attempt to outsmart law enforcement, the suspect makes a very unwise move.
Yard here of, I'm not sure which kind of, some sort of a construction lumber
Oh,
yard,
I'm
perhaps.
dumb.
You
They
see the
stole
work
the
trucks.
car.
We're in a commercial. We're in a commercial.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, they're in a commercial.
The suspect, not knowing where to go anymore, drives into a very narrow commercial yard. This is a strategic move. The many turns would enable her to evade the police, or so she thinks. She does not know that there is a camera in the sky watching her every move. She tries to find a way out of this maze with the police on her tail, but she cannot succeed. The police then try to block off the exit to prevent her from leaving, as her entering the commercial yard gave them the advantage to end this chase.
Right.
So now they've got the suspects surrounded right now. Yes, so this is East Commercial Street and North Olive Street, and you see plenty of deputies.
The police now have the suspects surrounded, as they have successfully blocked her from leaving.
Oh.
The deputies get out of their vehicles and draw their guns. This is a dangerous situation because there are guns in the stolen police cruiser, and the vehicle is a weapon in itself. The suspect tries to escape but is blocked by yet another cruiser. She is now surrounded and there is nowhere to run. The police cautiously approach the vehicle in mass, using a shield, and yank the suspect out, arresting her as she surrenders.
I wanted to see, man.
In New Mexico State, USA, the police received a report of a stolen fire department truck traveling west on interstate. The fire truck was reportedly stolen when the crews were on medical duty at a residence. In the early morning, the police department in Laguna called the New Mexico State Police Department, reporting that they were now following the stolen truck.
Why?
The Laguna police are joined by the New Mexico squad, initiating the chase.
I ain't gonna lie, the scenery is
truck
beautiful
can hear
though.
sirens blaring,
I
and the
don't
suspect,
understand.
aware that the police are onto him, defiantly persists in
What,
his
bro?
escape.
Like,
he applies more speed and accelerates, with the police hot on his tail,
we would have life in
intensifying
prison
the
for this, bro.
pursuit.
And then he's surrendering himself. And then don't put the truck in park.
In the midst of the prolonged chase, an unexpected twist materializes as a fire truck appears,
I would've been
veering
scared.
around a bend and steering into a gas station. The police cruisers, seemingly unfazed by the unconventional detour, follow suit, setting the stage for a surreal turn of events. In a daring move, the suspect abandons the stolen vehicle within the gas station premises, opting for a reckless sprint towards an uncertain escape. The narrative seamlessly transitions to the officer's body camera, capturing the chaotic scene as law enforcement personnel hastily exit their vehicles, fueled by the urgency of the moment. The suspect, disoriented and lacking a clear escape route, finds himself trapped by the pursuing officers. The unfolding drama reaches its climax as the suspect is swiftly brought to the ground, subdued and cuffed. The mundane setting of a gas station transforms into an unexpected battleground where the unpredictable nature of the pursuit unfolds, leaving both the characters and readers on the edge of anticipation. With the stolen fire truck now at a standstill, the man behind the wheel faces the inevitable consequences. The Laguna police are joined by the New Mexico squad, initiating the chase. The truck can hear sirens, and the suspect knows the police are onto him, but he continues on. He applies more speed and accelerates, with the police hot on his tail, intensifying the pursuit through city streets. Meanwhile, the vigilant officers shift their attention to the commandeered fire truck, meticulously conducting checks in search of any personal effects that might serve as clues to the suspect's identity. The atmosphere is tense as law enforcement officers methodically examine the vehicle, piecing together the puzzle of the daring theft and its orchestrator. On March 8th, 2022, police received a report of a woman who was found deceased in her home. Her name was Carmen Kester, and she was 45 years old. She was found with multiple gunshot wounds. The suspect is, unfortunately, Carmen's 15-year-old nephew. Carmen's SUV was also missing from the scene of the crime. The SUV is eventually found, but her nephew is the one behind the wheel.
I think he's saying Carmen, but he's
spotted, and a chase ensues. The suspect, not wanting to get caught, begins driving at an accelerated speed.
So
we see the red SUV move across the freeway at unimaginable speed, trying to evade the police. The aerial camera captures his every move and can tell where he is at every moment.
You can't get away, bro.
Hey, get up! Get the up! I'm gonna put it in you! Get up!
I'm gonna put it in
you. Shift to the dash cam of the officer chasing down the suspect once they exit the freeway.
Put what in me?
The chase continues and gets more intense. The police car followed the SUV around the bend, and all of a sudden, the suspect stopped, allowing the police to catch up with him. The officers approached the culprit, making him step out and surrender. They put the suspect against the car, handcuff him, and place him under arrest. Subsequently, they secure the boy in the police car and transport him to the station for further processing.
Yo, he's 15. You think he's gonna be charged as an adult?
Pause.
A police patrol car is driving.
I mean, it depends on if it was an accident. Was it?
They said 5 gunshot wounds. More than once.
Oh, see, I ain't hear all that. Okay.
Or more than. I think it was more than 5. It was more than 1. And then you're running away from cops. Like, you can be tried as an adult. I wonder if he's gonna get life in prison. I don't think he is,
I think it depends because I think it depends on the state, and yeah, I think it really just depends on the state laws. But I think I don't know the whole story though. Like, not to say that she deserved it, but it be stories where like some kids they have shitty lives. Not cuss word, sorry. they have bad lives, and a lot of the times like our first bullies be from people in our family, or like our trauma comes from family, so it's like he could have snapped. I don't know.
He could have, but it's more of an excuse with them than it is with us.
That's true, but you know that's not the topic right now.
He's crazy. He's mentally. Oh, give him detention or something. A slap on the wrist. Cheesy. All right, we're gonna leave this video right here. We're gonna leave the link to the video down below. Y'all can watch the rest of that.
Tragic.
But yeah, that just goes to show, man, how the Lulu people are.
Lulu.
Just running away as if they're not going to get caught. Like, if you have an aerial vehicle above your head, it's really no use of running. You might as well just pull over and take a fine. A $1,500 fine is much more than losing your life over.
I'm still kind of geeked about them stealing a fire truck. Like, was it a dare? Was it like?
Not to mention they stop and just give up. Like, you already started. You might as well just keep going, bro. Like, at this point, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, no. With the fire truck? No.
I'm not condoning it.
You told me he might as well keep going. There really was nowhere else for this man to go.
He walked all parked and just walked over his hands up, right?
Cause he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get caught. Like, it's not gonna end how I think it's gonna end. Like,
yeah,
it's that.
True. This is dumb. But yeah, like I said, the link's gonna be in the video in the description down below. Comment, like, subscribe down below, support BLKFinesse and the scientist. Yeah,